Good evening. This is Stacy from Singer Career Counseling. Hope you all are doing well tonight. I'm here with all things career information. Just wanted to drop a little information on you tonight about some things that I've been thinking about. Like I said, I work another position as well. I'm a freelance recruiter, so oftentimes I do work for other companies, helping them hire. And one thing I thought about was how people handle themselves in an interview, or maybe the lack thereof. Okay. It makes a big difference, to be able to handle yourself in an interview. I've had some friends that told me, "Oh, Stacey, you can do that because you've got the gift of gab." Yeah, I do. I was the only child. So, I usually talked my mom's ear off and anybody else who would stop and listen. And I know my friends who might see this are probably thinking, and you still do. Yep, I do. Not changing now. But anyway, and other times, and I know the people who know me well know that I talk, but if you don't know me that well, you might think I'm pretty quiet. So I'm not as much of an extrovert as you think. I'm very selective about that. But anyway, it is my job to talk, right? So I picked the perfect field. But also, people say, "Oh, you can handle yourself because of those things." If you know anything about the military too, I know I was in the Air Force, so I know a lot of the other branches have what we call boards, whether it was for your promotion or it was just for awards. For us, it was really just for awards and things, maintenance professional of the year, whoever. But you had to sit in front of a board, usually anywhere, it could be anywhere from like 4 to 6 people. I sat on a board one time with 8 different sergeants and staff sergeants and I had to learn to address each one of them. I don't know where it came from, but I instinctively knew how to do it. There was a little practice before then too, but I did it and they were like, "Hey, you do this with ease." It may come natural a little bit too, but I just remember my palms sweating the same way they do before I have an interview. But my point is tonight, do you know how to handle yourself in an interview setting? I talked a little bit about the last week about, hey, your interview starts when you come in the door, but what happens when you sit in that seat? Do you know how to handle yourself? Do you know how to maintain eye contact? Or do you kind of wander off and look away and do all those types of things? A lot of people do because they get nervous, but it's a learned skill. You have to learn how to speak directly to the person you're talking to, with inflections in your voice, just not monotone like this. Nobody wants to hear you talk like this because you sound pretty robotic. And if you talk without commas or periods, it's annoying. So the same way you write, you should be able to talk. And hopefully you know how to write. But the same thing, you can convey commas and periods and things like that as you're speaking to people as well. You want to engage them, right? You want to be able to, "Hey, I'm right here with you. Do you see? You want to keep them listening to you and not just hearing you, okay? Because that makes a big difference, right? Especially if you have an interviewer that's very in tune to what you're saying. You want to be able to get their attention. Even if they're writing, they might stop and look up and listen to you. As an interviewer, I know I often can hear better the tones and inflections that people make if I'm looking down and I'm writing. That's just my thing. I will look up and keep eye contact with you at times too, just to see if you can hold the eye contact. But typically I'll look down. Just my tactic. Not all recruiters do that, of course. We're different human beings. It just works for me. But usually before an interview, I will tell the person, "Hey, I'm going to be looking down most of the time and writing. Please don't think that I'm not listening to you or I've just started writing my grocery list. I am listening. But I just hear a little better if I, keep looking down." There were some cases that I did that on purpose, but in most cases I don't. I actually just, depending on what interview it is, I will look at you, and I'm going to let you know, hey, I'm going to be looking away from you because I'm writing also. But you need to know how to, when I was in the military, we would say, maintain your military bearing. Now, if you're watching this tonight and you're transitioning out of the military, absolutely, I can help you with that. I offer one-on-one consultations with that, or I should say coaching on how to do those things. If you were prior military, you know this, all right? You just need to know how to bring it out for corporate America. If you've never been in the military and you're just mid-career, like you've worked for, I don't know, Department of Labor or, Department of, Finance. One of my friends, she's worked for Department of Finance forever, and she knows who I'm talking about. So jealous that she's been able to hold a job that long. It's certainly not my life, but she is. She's been with that company now. And she may not have interviewed on the outside of the company very much. If you're one of those people and you're in your mid-career, of a certain age, we like to say, right? So if you're a man or a woman and of a particular age, and you're looking to move into another career, you've been doing something so long and now you're moving into something slightly different, schedule some time with me. I do offer these coaching sessions to do that one-on-one coaching sessions. They don't work so well to do this type of training in a group setting. My resume courses, job search courses, those things work better. But just individually, if you want to schedule some time, you're not sure how to handle yourself and you want to get back out there and interview, or again, you're military and you're transitioning out of the military, just go ahead and reach out to me. All right. You can always click that button wherever it is up on my banner there, and leave me your email address and I will reach out to you. All right. Also, this month I'm offering a free ebook too. So if you sign up, to be on my email list, you'll get a free download ebook and to tell you about how to do a job search. Okay. Just a little something free from me to you to get you started on your career search. Okay. Have a good evening. I'll talk with you all tomorrow night. Bye-bye.